So, yeah.
Well, I was telling my kids yesterday, I don't remember why we were talking about this. Oh, because I was saying they all come into the kitchen, and then once they do, I use them to do things. And so then they look at me before they come in to see if I'm going to say anything. And so yesterday I was having Holden. I'm like, okay, Holden, your next task is go flip the wings. And so then he went outside, flipped the wings, and Johnny comes down the stairs. He comes in the kitchen. I'm like, Johnny. And as soon as I say that, he knows.
He's like, wait, I forgot something upstairs.
You are on dishwasher duty. Can you take these the clean dishes and put them away? And we were laughing about it. I said, you guys, when I was growing up, we had to.
That's true.
We had to clean the dishes every
that.
night after dinner. It was the sister's responsibility for cleanup. We had to clean up. And I remember like bribing Missy and I would bribe Missy to see if I could go out and shoot baskets. Like I would do the drying. She would do the whatever. I don't know. It was a thing we did every night.
I remember that. That was even when.
And then I come over and Johnny, he comes up to us and he says, hey guys, I cleaned the dishes. And we were like, great. Like, what do you want? Like, great.
Yeah, now, the reason I don't have my kids do that was because, one, I need the dishes. They would be in pieces.
We would no longer have
and
dishes.
They would be so gross if I let them actually clean the dishes.
Yes.
When they clean pans, I pull them out 2 days later. I was like, come on. You have to clean them again.
So it was, so that was always a thing we had to do when we were growing up.
And then they had a funny story about Johnny last night. They were razzing Johnny because Holden says, yeah, you go up there and you could pick up a bowl by the spoon, and the bowl's been there so long.
He's talking about this fettuccine Alfredo that he ate at some point, and he left it up there for a few days, and the fork was stuck to the bottom of the bowl. And he could lift it up with the fork.
He does. He'll take food up to his room, which I've let all the boys do, because Richie says when they're at that age, they need their own quiet time, and so
they do.
So we have always let them do that and not pestered them to, spend every minute with us. And I think it's worked out pretty well. I mean, they all seem like they enjoy being around us now. They weren't like made to be around us, but now they all like to be around us.
Yeah, I think, the kids, I think that's worked out well. But I'm reminded with Johnny, I don't remember if Holden did this or not. I know Harrison, I think, did it. Just the leaving the food.
Oh, gosh. Every one of them did it.
Okay.
Every single one of them. And they all razzed the other one. The older one always razzed the younger one down. Like, man, your room is so bad. Like, it's just so bad. It was like, oh, my gosh, you don't even remember what your room was like.
I went up there the other day, and Annie was there to clean. And I walk up to Johnny's room. I was like, this is embarrassing. You have Chick-fil-A bags, and you have, like, 2 dishes. I'm like, what are you doing? Get it out of here.
So he's starting to turn the corner. He was cleaning this weekend on his own.
Oh, yeah.
So,
he is. I mean, fundamentally, all the kids are pretty clean. You don't have any,
Well, I always have that same. I'm like, how do you even concentrate when your workspace is dirty? And so, like, he is starting to get the fact that, more organized workspace leads to more productive work, better quality of work, his schoolwork.
Isn't it interesting, too, as you have more kids, when you're, I think specifically your first child, you don't really know some of these ins and outs because you haven't had the experience yet. And once you have that experience a couple times, you go, it's not a big deal. Just they'll round the corner at some point.
Right.
So, and they all do.